Welcome back, guys, to another episode. I believe this is episode 18. So, this might probably starting to be the last of the season. Because, if I remember correctly, in season 1, it was like 21 episodes. Okay. So, while they are struggling and fighting with the mic, like always, we will be talking about a movie that we actually both seen.
I probably watched it. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
It's been a while since I saw it as well. It's going off of pure memory now. But surprisingly that we quote unquote both seen it. And that movie will be the one and only, well, totally to be the movie Unfriended.
Weird. You and Frank?
Unfriend. What are you doing?
I'm trying to keep this thing steady. Wild, but
Okay. So, before we start, I should definitely mention that this movie does technically talk about cyberbullying, but you might be wondering, like, oh, why are you talking about this? Is it cars? Like, if you haven't seen it, spoilers ahead.
it's an old movie in a way.
It came out in 2014,
Old.
like 11 years ago.
Old.
What is considered old to you?
Anything over 10 years? If it's a movie, yeah.
Okay. So, so pretty much, like I said, it's about cyberbullying, and it pretty much takes place where it shows the main person, I believe, correctly, their name is Blair. So it takes place of Blair's computer, and it like first shows like her log into your computer and just doing whatever the person would do on their computer. But then she then got on call with her lover, and so like they talked yada yada, and but well, before the whole going on a call to lover, she came across a like one of her friends sending her a I believe friends sending her a link to a live video of Laura Burns, who happens to be a friend of Blair. My brain is not working today.
Say another name, like, I don't know. The steps would be.
It's pretty much said in the bottom of the. What are you looking at?
Why is it like a triangle? Why is it set like that?
So it pretty much showed a live video of Laura pretty much unaliving herself.
You really said unalive.
On a live video with a link saying that this was the reason why. And when Blair clicked the link, it literally came up to a video of a, I remember correctly, a video like
You have the script.
a video. I didn't write it down.
You didn't write this part down?
Because I remembered it briefly. It literally said, quote unquote, end yourself,
Okay.
Laura Burns. And that's what made her do it. And the video pretty much shows a drunk Laura passed out on the
ground or something?
on the ground, yeah.
Is it like grass, concrete?
Mixture of both.
So it's like a park then?
It was more of like a party. A party.
Having a party outside at night.
Drunk teens back then. What do you expect?
House parties. That's what I expect back then.
Okay.
Exactly.
And what, like, you may say, like, oh, like, how's that bad? But what made that whole video ruin her life is because the person who recorded it caught Laura embarrassing herself by pretty much, let's say, keep it the best I could possibly can. School safety wise.
I lost the picture I had again. Go on.
She was pretty much let her bladder go out while drunk and asleep on the ground. That's the best I could put down. And pretty much that's what caused the whole entire thing to go on. And then, jumping back to when it was her and her lover, they were like doing some basic lover stuff, yada yada. And then it suddenly became a group call with mutual friends. You okay?
I'm looking for the picture again. It's gonna take. Oh, I found it. I don't know how this has become a daily recording thing. At the end of I just always have to find a picture. Why didn't I do this in season 1?
Mm. I mean, it was just mainly me and Mahek.
Yeah, that's right. I was behind the camera.
Mm-hmm. You were the cameraman.
If she was
the audio.
Here, if Mahek was still here, I would be right there behind that camera. Why'd she leave this again?
She got AV classes.
I thought she went to art.
And that.
No, we're off topic.
Not topic. But anyways, they joked around, saying like, oh, like, what are you doing and stuff like that. And while that they were joking around and stuff like that, they saw a random ID caller was there with them. They tried saying, oh, who is this, yada yada, and then they decided to redo the call, only to find out that the unknown caller ID is still there. But
I really do think I watched this movie. I really don't know.
I mean, what do you remember?
Elle slowly died. Until it was just, which one was left?
Blair.
Blair was left? Right before they died, I know that the camera started glitching. Like, didn't they all have power outs as well? Okay.
Yada yada. Why do you keep saying yada yada? Anyways, they keep on they tell the person that it was not funny. They did it the third time, and that's when things started to go south. And from that start.
Again, real quick. Why do people say go south?
I don't know, actually.
Is it because south is down? If you look at a compass, south is going
Yeah, I think that's why. Who started that? Now you're looking that up. Now you're looking that up. But anyways, Then Blair thought it was just one of a mutual friend of everyone's. So she decided to add Val. That's the friend. And when Blair decided to confront Val, turns out that Val was actually also getting the random random pings and stuff like that they're doing. And then pretty much while they were talking, then
gives me nothing.
Then while Val was in the call, a bunch of embarrassing photos of her were posted on a friend's account, and Jess, the person who quote unquote posted the photos, ended up having a fight with Val, and then later on Jess was finally able to delete the photos. Then another friend that was in the call had the same exact photos posted on their account. Then pretty much later on, things started to go south again, and they were just claiming how the unknown caller started to text saying like, "Oh, I was the one who posted the photos," and then it quote unquote claimed that the unknown caller was actually Laura, the person who died.
Oh.
Blair tried to make her account memorial so no one could have a text on it. That didn't work. Then the worst thing possibly happened. Blair decided to unfriend Laura's account, and then Laura texted Blair saying you should not have done that. And then the moment she sent that, Val's camera suddenly went off and then left the group call.
It doesn't show how they died, does it? No, it does.
Yes. And then only to a few minutes later for her to rejoin to what looked like a photo, but it was just Val sitting still until her phone fallen off. And it was like that until cops showed up, because Val called the cops due to like it being too much for her to handle. And when the cops showed up, they didn't know what was happening until they said that at 10:55, that's what happened.
What is this?
10:55 is the police code. If anyone actually knows what it is.
I watch police videos. I hear them say 10:55. I don't even know what it is.
Then props to ya. But due to the fact that we cannot actually say it, we should just probably look it up in your own time.
I already looked it up, but
well, they look it up. I'm gonna continue. Then before the
not only that's what a 10:55 means. No, I'll tell you after the recording.
Oh, 10-55, that's what it is.
Yeah, I know.
And then then later on, when the police found her phone, the video of Val completely disconnected. Then also that quote unquote Laura, I'm gonna call the mysterious caller Laura now, left the call only to rejoin with the cam on to a random place, like they were confused, trying to find out what that is, until one of another one of the friends that was in the call stood up, and that's when
Go on.
that's pretty much when we found out that the cam is in the friend's house.
What camera?
There was like, if I remember correctly, there was like a camera,
A hidden one?
I guess give or take hidden, and the person that was in this the house found the camera, and then both of the cameras turned off. Then sooner or later, the person who found the camera, then the camera turned back on to the person staring at the camera, then slowly turned the body, his head and top half, to a glass blender.
Oh, I remember that part. Okay.
You want to see what happened? Yeah, pretty much. The guy put his hand into the blender while the blades are moving, making his hand get cut off. Get cut off by the blades. Then the glass broke, and the guy then stuck his head into the moving blades. Hence, that's how he died. How much time do you have left?
10 minutes.
All right, let's just skip to
Not
how.
even 10 minutes. Like,
Let's just skip to how Dinah just like then slowly, pretty much all of her friends, started to either get killed or kill themselves.
just
Unalive
took it.
themselves.
Just took it. Away.
Yeah, and that was until it was just
The camera looked frozen.
Laura and Blair. That's when, quote unquote, Laura sent her a text saying, "It was you who made me do it." Blair tried to do like get some sympathy points, or it's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to," stuff like that. What did I do? Then Laura sent Blair the full video, and it goes back to but we talked about earlier about the video of Laura passed out while drunk. Embarrassed herself. And then it shows that Blair was the one who posted the photo, the video, and that's what made everything go happen. And that video got posted. Blair started getting hate comments, stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, Laura said, "Now I'm just gonna get payback." That's when it started. That's when it cut to hands slowly grabbing the computer that Blair's using, closes it, which makes quote unquote Blair look up. Then a jump scare happens. Hence that she dies.
I don't need oral points to get in your revenge. Like, oof. Oh, what I'm saying?
Yeah, but before we do the ending, is there anything that you want to say? Besides the whole code thing.
I don't think I actually watched the. I think I did watch the movie. It still sounds so familiar. I don't know.
So let me rephrase that. What are your comments about it?
Don't embarrass your friends like that. That's all I got. You don't know. They may want to get revenge on you like that.
What are you, Audio?
I wasn't paying attention.
Exactly.
Figured.
I'm working on another thing here.
I know.
Okay.
He was doing something as well as doing So you zoom something or do something.
But I guess we could do the outro now.
That's basically all the data we got though. Well,
But hold on, if I remember correctly, the way how the people died is one, like Val drunk bleach. The one got killed by Blade. One got burned by a hair curler.
you died by that? Alright.
The way how it
It depends how.
did that. Grabbed.
Okay. I was gonna say if you just stuck your hand in and fried it like a waffle or something like that.
The literally the bottom, top,
Okay.
bam. And also, I'm not sure if it actually did. She did, but I also believe that she put it down her throat.
I would have been mad if she just died by from her hands. I was gonna say.
And I forgot about if
the
that's
weirdest
true or
way to
not.
go out.
Like, but I feel like I remember watching that part. But then there's another one that got shot themselves in the head, and then I forgot how the last one died.
Mm.
I don't know. I forgot how the last person died.
Well, that's all we have due to time or just not getting enough data. I think we got enough data. Yeah. Is this really another Legend Pull Out the Shadows?
That's how. That's just the
Yeah,
outro.
That's how we end it.
That's how we normally end it.
This is basically another Legend to Pull Out the Shadows.
Well, quote unquote legend.
If my image, I would have been mad on my image here.